How to stop drinking alcohol on your own. This is going to be the part one of a series of videos that I'm going to make for you with some strategies and tips that I learned myself when I stopped drinking alcohol, and I did it on my own. So let's just start a little bit with some history, and where my journey started was I started drinking alcohol pretty heavily in probably my late 20s, and I'm in my mid 40s now. And I drank a lot of beer on a daily basis for probably about 14 years, I would say, pretty regularly. And I wouldn't change it if I had to go back, because it made me the person I am today. But in this first part, what I'd like to talk about is the motivation behind drinking. And say in the next part, we're going to talk about preparation in order to stop drinking and to do it successfully, and the steps one has to take in order to be successful in this process. So, not getting too far back into it, I think I realized later in life why I was drinking as much as I was, because I didn't really ever get over a breakup in a relationship that I had had in my early 20s. And I know hindsight is something that a lot of people do, but I was just really honest with myself about the reasons why I probably drank as much as I did. So really what I want to get through to you in this video is that it is possible for you to quit drinking and do it on your own. And I'm not knocking, any of the programs that are out there and any other help and advice that you might have for quitting drinking. I just really can't talk to it. I'm the type of person that I take everything, real seriously from within, and I don't really have a dimmer switch. I go full force on anything that I choose to do. So really those programs weren't an option for me. My reasoning was I didn't really want to hear other stories. I didn't really want to be reminded of the reasons why I was going to do this. And I knew, I think deep down for me at least, was that it was all going to start and end with me. So that's why I chose to do it on my own. And let's be honest, I think most people, if they have a problem with anything, they want to stop that pattern or behavior for a long time. In my case, I wanted to quit drinking for years. I knew it was an issue. I knew it was affecting me, but I didn't really have that event or moment that really motivated me to stop. And I've heard it all too often, is that you have to hit rock bottom, which I felt like I did. I had a really bad relationship that was going on, and the night before I stopped, it kind of all came to a head where I just had to look in the mirror and go, what was I doing? I was with a person that I think I was settling with, and that wasn't really doing me any good, and I probably wasn't doing her any good as well. And the other thing you'll hear a lot, and I can promise you it's true, is you have to want to do it for yourself. There can be all the motivation in the world to want to do it for others, or to right wrongs in a relationship or with your work, personal and professional reasons. But really, at the end of the day, it starts and ends with you. So if you go in with the motivation of wanting to do this for yourself, you're probably going to be a lot more successful. So I would say that's very true as well. So there's the motivation to do it, but what I want to talk to you about is that I don't really believe in the word addiction. And what I realized after I quit was the drinking had become more of a routine. So I believe in the word routine. It's just what I did. It was my muscle memory involved with it that kept me doing it. So, I mean, I'm not going to tell you addiction doesn't exist, but for me, it just became the norm. And I think people are creatures of habit, and the more we do something, the more we continue to do it. So, what you really need to do is break the routine. Um, what I'm going to talk about as the videos progress, after the preparation and after the process, is you need to go in with strategies. So I'm going to suggest things that will prepare your body for it. And then more importantly as well, I'm going to suggest things that are going to keep you occupied and help change your routine. So just a little preview of that would be, for me, knowing myself, is that when I'm busy and occupied, I tend to stay on the straight and narrow. So that was my biggest strategy going in, which I'll talk about. But what I want you to get out of this video is that it is possible. I have not had a drop since August 6th of 2017. This year, and on August 6th will be 8 years, and it gets a lot easier over time. I really don't have the temptation, I don't have any of the trappings. I'm so far into it now that just the thought of going back and doing that just it's not a thought anymore. I envy people that are able to have that one beer or two beers in the evening and stop, but I just don't have that. Again, I don't have a dimmer switch, but I just want this to be kind of a preface, I should say, of things to come in this video series. And what my goals are is to be here for you and to let you know that it is possible, and it gets easier over time. It's really like that first couple weeks or month that might be the hardest for you. But after that, if you employ some of the strategies I'm going to tell you, it gets easier day by day. And it's the best thing that ever happened to me. It's made me who I am today, and I wouldn't change anything. So, I end all my videos by just telling everybody, I want you to take care of yourself. If you're not, you need to start right now. And I also want you to know that you can always reach out to me. I believe on this channel, my email is mikeborden, BORDIN3 @gmail.com. If you email me, I'd be happy to give you personalized advice. I know this strays a little bit off of what I typically accomplish on this channel, but it does dovetail, because keeping busy and using my hands and doing DIY how-to projects is how I found my success in stopping that drinking behavior. So I felt it was appropriate to make this more like a how-to video, because it's the how-to and the DIY stuff that truly saved me. It was keeping distracted, keeping busy. So I hope this first one helps you. There'll be more to come. I plan on putting these out weekly until hopefully I help you and help you get started on this rewarding path. And just in the meantime, take care of yourself, reach out to me, and we'll talk to you soon. I appreciate your time. Take care. Bye.